Coach Holmes here with Rob Boggan Jr., class of 2019 alumni, current player for Warner University. How you doing, Rod?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. I followed you guys quite a bit this year over at Warner. Just talk about your experience as a freshman this year.
I really had a great experience. It was a good freshman year. I was taught a lot of things. Coming into the program, I actually was thinking like, man, I'm gonna be better. But it's like I'm gonna be better than these guys. But it's like, man, it's competition everywhere at every level, and it's like I had to really get that in my brain. Like, just because I felt like I was underrated in high school, I had to come in with the same mentality in college because these guys working just as hard as me. Like that kind of taught me a lesson. Like, don't take nothing for granted. Got to go hard freshman through senior year.
That's great. I kind of touched on the next question that I was about to ask you. I think a lot of young guys coming from high school, they vastly underrate the level of competition at the NAIA level. Could you touch on that a little bit, please?
Honestly, I feel like at the NAIA level, it's like just people who was overlooked at the D1 level. Honestly, like I feel like it's the same talent. Honestly, it just wasn't enough schools for all of us. That's how I look at it, because it's real talent out here. Like there's guys out here that can go at D1 level and average 20, 30 points. That's at the NAIA level. Like you never know what to expect from any team. Honestly.
You had a season high of 19 versus Southeastern on February 6th. Talk about that game.
Yeah, honestly, like before that game, probably like a few games before that, I had just earned the starting spot, and like going into that game, coach had already told me like, we looking for you to bring that energy now. No matter like the age or whatever, like you got to be that leader, and it's just like he kind of spoke to me before that game specifically, like this your hometown, like I know you want it bad, so go out there and get it. And like that's kind of what I did. I ain't really think much. I just went out there and played.
Great. It seems like you guys have a very close-knit family at Warner University. Can you talk about your relationship with your coaching staff?
And some of our relationship with the coaching staff?
Yeah, some of the values they preach to you guys.
Like coach at first coach Han was recruiting me out of high school, and like I said before, like a lot of people sleep on this level, and I was one of those people like coming out of high school, and then it's just like he kind of sat me down, talked to me on the visit, and like once I committed to the school, it's just like it was love since then. Like it was genuine love. Like Coach Han always showed love. Coach Matt, coaching staff, even the school, like they show love. So it's just like that's something you can't really find in every school, no matter what level it is. You can go D1, but you might not have that love and that and people behind you. But like at this school, you do.
Coach Han seemed real connected in the industry. I had a chance to visit your guys' practice and toured his office a little bit. I mean, this guy had,
Say that again one more time, Coach.
I said, your coach seems well connected in the industry. I had a chance to visit you guys' campus, and I spent some time in his office. And, I mean, this guy's worked with everybody from various different levels. That was a factor into you deciding to go to Warner?
Yes, sir. Like, I think that was one of my main reasons for committing to Warner. Like, I kind of thought about like what I wanted to do after college. Like I didn't just want to go to college just because of like the level or anything. Like this college thing is really about where you're going after, like what you're doing with your life after. Like I feel like this is the best place for me, like because I know he can set things up for me to be better in life.
Absolutely. I think you finished off the season being second team all conference. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
How did that feel?
It felt good. I mean, I know I could have done a lot better. Like I was up in the candidates runner-up for freshman of the year, and I felt like I could have made first team also because like at the beginning of the season, probably like the first 15, 16 games, I was slacking. I probably averaged like 6 points. I really wasn't doing much, probably like 18 minutes, but towards like the last 14 games, I ended up averaging 35, 36 minutes and probably like 17 points. So like just picking it up at the beginning of the season could have helped a lot more. That could have led me to first team or even freshman of the year.
Great. What advice would you give to freshmen that are coming into the collegiate level that are off to a bit of a rough start? They seem to struggle to grasp the offensive, defensive concept. Were those some things that you had to deal with?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like because I thought my scoring was everything, like coming out of prep school and high school, but like it's really nothing. Like you don't really know what you're capable of until you get here and actually have to work for it. Like it's a different kind of grind. So it's like you have to match that offensive intensity and defensive intensity every time. Like you can't really take plays off and just think like, okay, I'm finna go out here and kill on offense first play, and then rest a little on defense. Like you got to have it both levels, and once you bring that every day in practice, it's like you're gonna get used to it. It becomes like it's repetition. You get used to it, so you'll get it on your own.
One thing I was really impressed with you guys while visiting your practice was the level of intensity and enthusiasm you guys approach practice with. I mean, it seems like the coach didn't have to tell you guys about the energy level. You guys were on top of it, which was extremely impressive. Was it always like that from the start of the season, or did he really have to get you guys geared up to follow that lead each practice?
Honestly, like coach toned us down a little bit. Like my team, we always have like great practices. Like we always have aggressive practices. Like teams have those bad practices, but we always try to go hard no matter what. Like no matter what we're doing. So like even if we arguing, it's just like, man, like let's continue to compete. Let's continue to go hard. And like the teammates I had last year, they really pushed me a lot because like other than prep school, I didn't really have teammates that's like good at basketball and on the same level as me, like willing to compete and make me better and stuff like that. So it's like,
What are you guys' expectations for the upcoming year?
honestly, we just finished with 20 plus wins, and we were looking to do that again. Try to go 25 plus wins this time, and really, me honestly, I haven't won anything in like high school as far as like state championship or national titles or anything, but that's what I want this year for us. Like I want to be able to compete for, if not win, a national title, especially conference championship too. I also want to win a conference championship.
What's some words of advice that you will offer to the incoming freshmen? For example, Blaze Darling Jr., along with some of your other signees that will attend Warner University this year.
My best advice I can give them is just really stay focused. Like it's really hard. Like at the college level, it's hard to stay focused because you got so many distractions. But it's like, especially as a freshman, because you probably ain't had these same distractions in high school. If not, like they come faster and they come every day too. So it's like it's just what your mindset is. Like you gotta do you. You gotta really come in, head in the books, head on the game. Everything else gonna take care of itself. Like you got plenty of time to do everything else. Just take care of what you can take care of.
Great. No, that's definitely great advice. I know a lot of freshmen seem to struggle with that, that juggling act between classes and academics, but I'm sure you could be a great role model for those incoming student athletes. Having your family nearby, that had to play a major factor in it. How was it being able to play in front of your family members throughout the year?
I mean, I love my family. Like it's probably only like my mom, dad, stepmom, real mom, and my mom's mom. Like they really come out, support, push me, and my dad's mom. But like they come out, they support, they push me. Like they there all the time. But I don't really pay attention to that stuff in the game. Like I'm gonna play the same regardless of who there, my family or not. It's good to have that support though, especially after the game. But
Awesome. Well, I definitely appreciate your time. I'm proud of you, man. I'm looking forward to following you guys this year. Thanks for your time. But definitely be out to see quite a bit of your games.
yes, sir.
I appreciate you, Rod.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Take care.